find the cubic approximation of the function f of x equals the natural log of x plus 1 using the Taylor series centered at 3. Because we're centered at 3, this is not a Maclaurin series. So we can't use the series that's on our table of power series. We have to go from scratch and take the function and its derivatives. How many derivatives? Well, it says a cubic approximation. That means that we go up to order 3. And so we need to find the coefficient A0, A1, A2, A3. And these are coefficients on powers of x minus 3 because we're centered at 3. So we start with the function f of x. We take the first derivative. We just get 1 over x plus 1. In order to take subsequent derivatives, it's better to represent this as x plus 1 to the negative 1. So we can do the power rule together with the chain rule. We bring down the negative 1 and take x plus 1 to the negative 2 in our second derivative. The chain rule has the derivative of the inside multiplied, of course, but that's just the 1. And so we'll leave it like this, and we'll do it again, and we'll bring down the negative 2 with the negative 1. For the third derivative, we have 2 times that same quantity to the negative 3. But when it comes time to evaluate these guys, they'd be better off if they were back in fraction form. So that second derivative is minus 1 over the quantity x plus 1 squared. That third derivative is 2 over the quantity x plus 1 cubed. And we have to evaluate these guys at 3. When we plug a 3 into the function, you just get 4, natural log of 4. Plug a 3 into the derivative, we get a fourth. Plug a 3 into the second derivative, and we get negative 1/16. Finally, plug a 3 into the third derivative, and we get 2 over 64, which is 1 over 32. 2 over 4 cubed, we can cancel and have 1 over 32. Okay, great. Well, don't forget though, these guys must be divided by n factorial. These are just the numerators on those coefficients. The denominator is n factorial. So we divide by 0 factorial, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, and 3 factorial. Well, 0 factorial is just 1. So we get the natural log of 4. 1 factorial is just 1. So we get a fourth. 2 factorial is 2. So you already have negative 1 over 16. Divide that by 2 and you get negative 1 over 32. If you already have 1 over 32 and you divide by 3 factorial, now that's a 6. So 32 times 6 is 192. 1 over 192. These guys are your coefficients. Coefficients on powers of x minus 3. We have found exactly the A0, the A1, the A2, and the A3. So if you want the cubic approximation to this function, centered at x equals 3, we have it replacing these coefficients with the numbers that we have. And that's your cubic approximation.